Good morning, Friday morning, here for another Gung set this morning. So if you've not done one of these before, then welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. Just settle in, follow along, chill out really, and let's see if we can have some fun doing some Gung. And if you like the video at the end, if you could just give us a thumbs up, that would be absolutely brilliant. Share it with people who might want to join in on our Gung session, and if you have any questions or any comments, then please leave them below and I can get back to you. If you'd like to share any experiences, that would be great as well. Okay, let us get started. So we're going to turn one toe 45 degrees out to the corner, sitting down through the leg, tucking your tailbone under. Then pick up your other foot, rest it on the floor and just rock the foot back and forth. And then we're going to swap to the other side. And just make sure you are sat comfortably through the leg, pick up your knee and shake off your ankle. And swap to the other side. And then pick up the knee, circling the foot. Back the other way. And swap to the other side. Circling the foot. So you're trying to trace a circle with your big toe if you like. Back the other way. Change. So feet together. Bending the knees, just circling the knees round to loosen off your feet, your ankles and your knee joints. Back the other way. And then come up, finding your shoulder width, turning out your toes, turning out the heels, circle the hips. Back the other way. And then circling the shoulders. Back the other way. And change. So with the feet shoulder width apart, just softening the feet, let them spread out onto the floor. Softening your ankles, so you're opening up the ankle joint, looking for anywhere where you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid, any resistance. Let's see if you can let that go. It might require you just to move, let yourself just sort of turn, let your body inform you of how that wants to happen. And then opening the knee joints. Again, softening the knees, looking for any resistance that might be coming through or twisting in through the knee joint. So that could be from the calf, it could be from the thighs, it could be from the hip, it could even be from somewhere up higher in the body if you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid and contorting or twisting without even realizing it. Then we're softening the hips, opening up the hip joints, allowing the muscles around the buttocks and the outer thighs to just release, allowing the muscles to open and sink down while the bones stay floating in space. Then the tailbone tucks under, and the motion is as though you're sitting down on a bar stool. So you're not squatting, you're sitting. That tucks the tailbone under and opens up your lower back. And then bring the shoulders back to rest comfortably over the hips. Elongating the spine, and just pull the chin back very slightly to create the stretch in the upper spine. And with all the skeleton standing upright, all the bones floating in space, just let all the muscles just release and hang down and sink. And just focusing on your breathing, taking your mind down into your belly if you can, opening the belly up as you breathe in, and closing the belly as you breathe out. All the time, just letting all the soft tissue just release, opening up shoulder joints, softening the upper arms. Opening up the elbows. Softening the forearms. Opening the wrists. And emptying the hands. Finding that alignment so that you can stand comfortably, and all your weight is sinking down through into the feet, and you're not leaning forward or back, you're not leaning to either side, you're totally neutral. Sitting back against the spine. Awareness sinking into the belly. Breathing in, bring the hands up the center line. Turn over the palms, take them up over the head. And breathing out, circling the hands down. Nice, big, slow, gentle circles in time with your own breathing. End of the out breath, the hands are down by the waist. Slight pause. And breathing in, bring the hands up. Over the head. And then breathing out, and as the hands pass the shoulders, just sinking into the thighs, keeping the tailbone tucked under so you're sitting down. Breathing in, come up from the feet, transferring the momentum up through the core of the body and out into the hands. And breathing out, sinking down. Keep going. Trying to get the motion to be in time with your own breathing so you're comfortable. And the motion should become fluid, silky smooth. And one more. Breathing in, hands go up to the chest. Breathing out, just let the hands float down and come to rest over your feet again. Softening your feet, finding the alignments, softening the ankles, softening the knees, softening the hips. Let the tailbone tuck under as though you're sitting down on a bar stool. Shoulders come back to rest comfortably over the hips. Pull the chin back slightly to create the stretch in the spine. Bones floating in space and muscles release. Again, breathing into the belly, opening the belly up as you breathe in, close the belly as you breathe out, letting all the soft tissue just sink, hanging down from the bones. And breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest. Breathing out, take your left hand up, right hand down. Breathing in. And breathing out. Hands at the chest, breathe out, you're sinking down by sitting down into the thighs, tucking your tailbone under. Breathing in, come up. And breathing out, sinking down. And keep going. One more. Bring the hands up to the chest. Turning the palms to the floor, just breathe out, push down and let yourself come to rest back over the feet again. And then releasing the knees, release the feet, softening the feet, releasing the ankles, release the knees and the hips, tailbone tucks under as though you're sitting down on a bar stool. Shoulders come back to sit comfortably over the hips, and the chin pulls back to create the stretch in the spine. Again, bones floating upright, sitting down, releasing all the muscles down and all the soft tissue. And then we're just going to bring the hands up, swing left hand in front, right hand behind, come up, swap over, come up, swap over. So at the moment we're just allowing the arms to swing, loosening off the shoulder joints, loosening off the forearms, the elbows, the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists and hands. So disengaging the shoulders so you're not actually transferring momentum down through the body. As you soften the chest, sitting back against the spine, awareness sinking into the belly as you bring your breathing into a nice regular pattern that's comfortable for you. And again, as your arms are swinging, don't bounce, just really release the arms and let them just move, as though they're a piece of rope and the hands are a weight on the end. Releasing off the shoulders into the neck, letting go of the muscles down either side of the spine. Allow the bones just to stay upright and the muscles to release. Not too relaxed, obviously you're looking for a sense of dynamic tension so that the arms can move comfortably. And then we're going to start to employ the waist. So as my right hand swings in front, I turn my waist to the left, and then I come up, and then I swap to the other side. Come up, turn, turn. So as the waist turns, the shoulders move because the waist is turning. The hips move because the waist is turning. And you're transferring momentum down through one leg and then back up. So if you're turning to the left, you're transferring momentum down into the right leg and then coming up and then down into the left leg, coming up. Now be careful with this one. Just check what's going on with your knees. Make sure the knees are operating in the plane that they like to operate, which is forward and back, but don't take your knee any further than the end of the toe. You're trying to transfer your weight straight down into the foot and then release it back up through. So as the waist turns, momentum transfers back out into the arms, but the arms are totally released, and it's a function of the waist turning that's swinging the arms around, as though you're one of those drum toys. Hands are like the ball at the end of the string. And then rotating around the spine, softening the legs, tucking the tailbone under. Release all the muscles, softening your shoulders as you go. Sinking the awareness into the body so you're turning around your spine, but not twisting the spine. The waist is turning, so you're turning around the spine. Change, so just come up, let the hands come up to the chest, and then just slope down center line and let the hands come to rest by the waist. Softening your feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tuck the tailbone under, Shoulders come back to rest comfortably over the hips. Pull the chin back slightly to elongate and stretch the spine. And then just let all the muscles release down, sinking into the feet. Let the mind drift down to the belly and just focus on your breathing into the belly, opening up. And breathing out, close the belly down. Don't try and force anything, don't try and make your breathing slower, just allow it to happen. And then we take our palms to the floor. We take our palms to the floor and move our hands forward. I'm not talking right on a Friday morning, it's quite amusing. The hands come up, drop the fingertips, and hands come to the shoulder. Bend the elbows, drop the wrists and down as though you're pushing through water. So breathing in, the hands come forward, keeping the shoulder blades neutral so they're not coming forward or stretching back. The weight is evenly spaced, and then as the elbows drop, the wrists drop, sinking into the hips. Tucking your tailbone under so you're sitting down, not squatting. Breathing in, come up from the feet, transfer the momentum into the arms, and breathing out and down. And keep going. Trying to keep the motion up and down evenly spaced through the feet so you're not leaning forward or back or to either side. One more. And breathing out. The hands float down. And then turning the fingertips to the right, circling up, leading with the fingertips, keeping your elbows in line. Right hand in front of the face, left hand sinks down so you come to a position where both palms are to the floor and you're holding a ball in front of you. Take a breath in and breathing out, just turning the waist, rotating around the spine. Take your hands around to the right hand side. And as you breathe in, swapping the hands, squaring the hips to the front. Breathing out, turning the waist over to the left. And breathe in, swap the palms, square the hips. And breathing out. So again, make sure your tailbone is tucked under. Your breathing becomes regular and smooth, opening the belly and closing the belly as you breathe in and out. And you're turning around your spine, sitting back against the spine, moving from your center. Softening down through the legs so you're not twisting into the knees. One more. And then with the hips squared to the front, lower hand circles up, both hands now at chest height, breathing in. Breathe out, just push down. Allow yourself to come to rest, softening the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tailbone tucks under, shoulders come back to rest comfortably over the hips, chin pulled back to elongate the spine, and then release all the muscles down, keeping the bones floating in space. Then bring the hands out by the side, softening your shoulders, sinking your elbows, and wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Just check where your weight is, make sure your tailbone is tucked under so you're still sitting down and you're evenly spaced with your weight on your feet so you're not leaning forward or back or to either side. Releasing the shoulders. Bring the hands down, circling the hands at the ends of the arms. Change, breathing in, coming up onto the toes. Breathe out, let yourself drop. At the end of the out breath, slight pause, then come up. And breathe out. So as you come up onto the toes, don't lean forward. Try and keep yourself upright and drop. Last one. And relax. Just give yourself a shake. Circling the shoulders if you need to. The other way. And just rotating the hips. Softening the knees, the ankles and the feet back the other way. And relax. So thank you very much for joining me again this morning. I hope you enjoyed the set. If you did, please tag, share and like, let other people know. You can always leave a comment below, as I said at the beginning of the video. And I will be back at 7 o'clock on Monday morning to do it all again. Thanks very much. Take care. And see you soon.